folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims Info and Thoughts video. Yup, of course, there had to be a new trailer for Eco Lifestyle, as well as a blog post the same day as the Parafolk reveal for Paralyzed. Everyone just had to keep me busy today. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Starting with the new trailer. So we can see Evergreen Harbor in the polluted state here, kids playing in the trash, and it looks like that lady's actually building up a friendship with the flies rather than being killed by them, and there we go! The biggest question about this expansion pack answered. Is there dumpster woohoo? Yes. Yes, there is. And we have Claire wondering, okay, what am I gonna do now? And she renovates her house and makes it fully compatible with Off the Grid, so that's pretty neat. And then we just go to like a sweeping shot of the neighborhood here. And it's cool, there seems to be a quarry in the background. I don't know if we can swim there. And then we can see the Sim Nox, who's trying to gather support from everybody for this neighborhood action plan. They did mention a water shutoff day, which we didn't know about before, but I wish they showed an actual list, like how they did in the Get Together trailer where they showed the club rules and such. Then we can see Nox is hoping to make this new lot into a community garden. You can see that he's petting a cricket there, and there's some new food. And then it goes to the Sims actually voting for what this lot is going to be. And it's a community makerspace instead, and he wears a paper bag in humiliation, which I think is pretty funny. And we can see a Sim upcycling there, and there'll be a pretty funny animation we'll see for that in a minute. And then we get to see how the fizzy juice is actually made. It is a pretty big object, but apparently in this case it actually does make sense since homebrewing objects in real life are also pretty large. And then we go over to Bess, who we know is employed in the new civil designer career, and also that food cart. I really like how that food cart looks. But basically, it looks like this career is going to be pretty similar to the scientist career, at least the inventing part of that career, from Get to Work. Except you do have the work from home option, and there's also this funny fail animation with the fabricator machine, and Claire gets thrown out. And from here it's implied that this new planter, as well as this chair and bookshelf, are invented by Bess with this career. And then we have a second look at this device that's sucking the smog out of the air, though I'm still a little bit confused as to whether it's meant to be more of a cheat object like the weather machine in Seasons, because it is just so quick like that. And there you get to see another look at the Aurora. And that's it for the trailer. So I feel this trailer didn't show off enough actual gameplay, even though it has gameplay in the title. It's basically the reveal trailer, but retold in a longer format with some different footage and a couple of reveals sprinkled in here and there, because I think my biggest takeaways from this are dumpster woohoo confirmed, the civil designer getting a few more details, and just some nice shots of the world, but I wish there was more going on than that. There is one part I want to go back to though, which is when they're building the new house for Claire, because there are some new objects that can be spotted. So first we got this living room. We can see there are two new shelves, one on the left and one towards the right, and there is a new couch, a new coffee table, and there is a new decoration on the wall over there, and there's also some new windows, as well as a new sink in the bathroom, and it looks like there is a new wall lamp as well. Then moving on to the patio and kitchen, we can see there is a lot of upcycled looking furniture, from the table to the chairs by it, as well as the living chairs, and a new decorative shelf. I'm not 100% sure if that red table is new or not, but it does remind me a little bit of the big blue folding table from The Sims 1. There's also new decorative plants, both on the floor and on the wall, and there are some ones that are kind of like vertical plants, but they're not like the functional vertical planter. I'm pretty sure they are just decor. Inside, there's also a new ceiling light, a new shelf, and it does seem like it might have a lot of slots on it, so that's good. And there's also a new object that's blue there. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It does remind me of a stove. It seems like a weird place to have it in comparison to the rest of the kitchen, but I'm thinking that might be what it is. And connecting the patio with the inside of the house is a huge sliding door. It'll be interesting to see that animation in action. And of course, I gotta mention all the junk against the fences, as well as the graffiti painted on the fences. I'm thinking this is all stuff that you need to unlock through debug sheets, but I guess we'll see. Going up to the bedroom, we can see a ladder leads up to it. There is a new ceiling light here as well. There's a new dresser with a new plant on top of that, and there's a new floor planter beside it. And beside the floor plant, there is also a new wall decoration. And there is a new double bed, as well as a little view of the digital tablet that is used for the fabricator. Then talking about the outside, there isn't really too much for me to point out here, other than the new outdoor bench with the dew collector beside it, and whatever the heck that is by the ladder. I do like the wall covering that is near the front door though. And I'm not sure exactly what Claire is using because that's not the same fabricator that she fails with later on in the trailer. Oh, and I almost missed that there are some new windows inside as well, but they seem oddly indented. It's a very different sort of design compared to windows that we already have in the game. Now let's move on to the new blog post. So it starts off by saying, nestled up against the quarry by the water, Evergreen Harbor has a long history of natural beauty marred by pollution. Over the years, it has become, well, not so green at all. Smog and dirty air cloud the skies, junk has accumulated in empty lots, and trash litters the docks of the harbor. It's maybe not the best fishing environment. But in the Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle expansion pack, it's up to your Sims to return it to its former glory, or they can just party it up in filthy style. We won't judge. And then they say Sims arriving in Evergreen Harbor have their choice of 3 different neighborhoods. The community of Grimm's Quarry is best off, environmentally speaking, though grimy and cluttered with waste. Still, its clean air accentuates its appeal when compared to the middling Conifer Station and rundown Port Promise. Once Sims start making an effort though, each of these neighborhoods transforms. Go all in on the industrial chic aesthetic by turning an old shipping container lot into your new home in Port Promise, or take a leisurely stroll atop of the old train station's parkway in Conifer Station when Evergreen Harbor finally lives up to its name. Sims also reap the rewards of living either the green or industrial lifestyle even beyond Evergreen Harbor. Check your impact in almost any neighborhood or world of your choosing, excluding Strangerville and Destination Worlds, or pause the eco footprint effects from the game options menu. You decide where and when it matters to you. Hit the dumpster! Need a TV, table, or even a mattress? Check the dumpster. A lot of things you find in the trash aren't junk at all. That first generation TV is a nostalgic but functional throwback. Sure, the mattress might have a coffee stain and a tear or two, but you can fix it up or just use it as is. And that singed oven is perfectly fine after you wipe it down. There's no reason to buy new when you can basically furnish your house without spending a single simoleon. Just make sure the dumpster is not already occupied by any other Sims getting frisky. You've been warned. Waste not, want not. So your Sim just bought a new couch and needs to get rid of the old one. You can sell it of course, but why not turn it into something new? With the recycler, you can break that old couch down into reusable components for your next invention. To get the rest of the materials, keep an eye out for bits and pieces while you're scrounging around in the dumpster. Once you've collected enough, you can create your own items in the amazing new fabricator. Okay, so it does sound like with the bits and pieces, it's like gathering the different parts to make the servo in Discovery University. And then you have the power. What power? The power of sustainable resources. Who do? You do. From wind turbines to solar panels. Generate your own electricity at home. Whether you place them on your roof or in your yard, they offset your bills and take you off the grid. Literally. They expand off the grid functionality. Sims might choose to gather their own water with a dew collector too. Who needs infrastructure now? Of course, you could always go for a traditional power generator if green energy is not your thing. Work hard, play hard. Explore 2 new careers in The Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle. As a civil designer, it's your job to fix this town up, with help of course. Once you get your eco inventions up and running, your neighbors are sure to take notice. On the other hand, if you're more of a creative soul, why not turn a profit on the stuff you're making? Perhaps you're a fizzy juicer, a furniture maker, or a candle maker. Once you've gathered your resources, like ingredients or repurposed dyes, you can get to work and fill orders through the computer as a freelance crafter. You can also sell your goods with an entrepreneur's table at the community space on your own time. Come together! Every week, you and your neighbors can vote on a neighborhood action plan, like funding green initiatives, supporting self-sufficiency, or encouraging free love. You can also designate a purpose for the community space, transform it into a shared garden, a makerspace, or a marketplace for everyone to enjoy. You get to build it in nearly any world in The Sims 4. Bring Sims together around vertical gardens and hydroponic planters in Brindleton Bay. Learn from other craftspeople in the workshop of Willow Creek, or sell your goods and peruse other offerings at the market in Evergreen Harbor. It's up to you and your neighbors. Don't forget to convince them to vote your way. And bug out! Bees aren't the queen bees in The Sims 4 anymore, though they do produce wax. The new insect farm introduces a plethora of bugs. While toddlers and children can play with grubs and crickets, Bombardier beetles provide biofuel for the power generator. Or, if you're feeling adventurous, treat your Sims to a healthy, crunchy, protein-filled meal. Just don't let them smile at anyone afterward, or they might see beetle legs stuck in their teeth. Gross. Okay, so it seems like the blog posts are better at giving actual gameplay details than the trailers, because that was actually my first time reading through most of that blog, and I'm more excited about the expansion pack now than what the trailer did. It's kind of weird, but I guess that's just how it works now. The trailers are more story-focused, while the blog posts are there to actually hammer out the real details, the real tea on the pack. So while the number of lots in total were not stated, they did say that there are 3 different neighborhoods in Evergreen Harbor: Grimm's Quarry, Conifer Station, and Port Promise. It does seem like with expansion pack worlds, 3 districts is the magic number. So I guess we're never going to get 4 or 5 anymore. It really does seem out of the question at this point. And at the beginning of the blog post, it does seem to imply that the greener your world is, the better the fishing will be, because it does say that, oh, maybe it's not the best fishing environment when trash is littering the docks of the harbor. I also love the idea of being able to walk on top of the old train station when Evergreen Harbor is actually green. I also like that with all the stuff in Eco Lifestyle, we can have the true off-the-grid gameplay that I was hoping for when we initially got that lot trait for free last year, just before Island Living came out. I question though, how is the dew collector going to work when you don't have seasons installed? Is there just moisture from the air that the dew collector can still get? I would like to have a bit more clarification about that. What I was not expecting though is that you can have a power generator so you can live off the grid, but not in the most eco-friendly way. So I was thinking, oh yeah, alongside off the grid, have the greener stuff, but no, you actually have stuff that can harm the environment too. I'm also looking forward to playing with the 2 different careers that are coming with this pack. I think overall that might be better than what Island Living did, where it came with 1 full-time career and then a bunch of part-time careers that I feel like weren't really all that great. As well as the odd job system, I keep forgetting that exists. Let me know in the comment section below if you use the odd job system often, because I really need to use it more. It seems like it is interesting, but for some reason, I keep forgetting about it. Before I end off this video, there is one more thing I gotta mention. So, Simgrew Frost tweeted, "Hey Simmers, join us May 21st at 11 AM Pacific Time on twitch.tv/The Sims for a deep dive into The Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle, with host SimGuru George and SimGuru Jill. We'll be covering Create a Sim, Build By, World, Gameplay, and new free content coming to The Sims 4 base game. So hopefully it'll be fun and reveal a lot of new things, and I'm glad that SimGuru Jill is supposed to be there because she's really energetic, and I've met her in person, and she's still just as energetic as she's been in the live stream, so I'm glad to see her back. And that wraps up another Sims Info and Thoughts video, so feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on Eco Lifestyle so far, and be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest content from The Sims, Paralives, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!